Hi, it's Alexis. In this video, I'm going to explain you how to get back with your ex with a technique we call the radio silence. It's the cornerstone of all the strategy we have in place with our clients. It's the cornerstone of all the strategy because it works like magic. I'm going to explain you how it works in a second. Before I do, just to remind you, there's a quiz at the bottom of the video where you can basically know in less than 4 minutes the chances you get to you have to get back with your ex. It's totally free, 3 minutes, and you see where to stand. Out of the dark, you know what to do next. So the radio silence, if you're not familiar with that concept, what is a radio silence? Radio silence is basically cutting any type of communication with your ex for a specific amount of time. And it's something most people do if they don't get any help from a coach, if they don't watch my videos. Most people after a breakup, they want to stay in touch with the ex, so they know that there's something wrong, but they just want to have like the explanation or explain things about the argument they had or the behavior they had. They want to say, oh, I still love you, come back, you know, share what they have in their heart, all these kind of things. They want to stay around them. Do you understand? They don't want to risk being away from them because they feel that after a breakup, they really need to hit the iron while it's hot. Okay? This type of strategy, this type of behavior is actually damaging it's actually damaging you any effort you might be using in order to get back with your ex. And explain you why. So, first of all, after a breakup, what you have to do, you have to shift your mindset. After a breakup, your job is to seduce your ex and get back. So you broke up there. You don't want to get back together like this. You want to get back together basically where you start. You need to start a new couple. You need to start fresh. So, radio silence will allow you to do a few things. First thing, it's going to allow you to get your ex to miss you. If you are constantly on their back, if you are always sharing things about your life, if you're always texting him or her, how can they miss you? With that radio silence, they would basically have the ability, the headspace to feel there's something missing in their life. And trust me, 99% of the time that's the case. 99% of the time, the feelings are always there. And it's by being alone that your ex will actually get those feelings and say like, oh yeah, you know, I don't know. And it could be anything, like maybe they're cooking and now they're just cooking for one. And they just like feel, you see what I mean? So that's the first thing. The second thing is also the brain, and it's something scientific. The brain always keep the good memories. We tend to forget the bad memories, like for example, trauma. It's hidden in the subconscious, and we always keep the good memories. And with time, this radio silence will help you to sort of get all the bad memories your ex had, or all the things in terms of heated arguments. And you can, think of arguments you had 6 months from that. How would you define those arguments compared to the arguments you had like last week? So time will really help in terms of healing the relationship and help your ex to only remember good memories. The other thing it will allow you to do is to work on yourself. Now you have plenty of time to meet new friends, do some sport, be active, learn new things, become interesting. Basically, try to use that time to become interesting, because at the end of the day, as I said, your job is now to seduce your ex back from the beginning. And it's going to be easier than before because you were together before. So you had feelings. You know that she or he loves you at some point. They had feeling. I'm sure they still have feeling though. So it's going to be very easy, but I think you have to put your mindset in a place where you have to start from scratch and earn that relationship by seduction. So now, how long should be a radio silence? Depending on how long you were together, obviously, if you were together for a few days, it doesn't make any sense to have the radio silence for 6 months. Usually, for like relationship more than 1 year, we would usually say 21 days is a good time frame, because 21 days is enough for them to miss you, is enough for you to reconstruct yourself, to understand. Also use that time to really understand the root cause of the breakup. Because and also that's the mistake people make when they try to get back immediately with the ex, is that maybe they get back together, they have, let's say, the classical makeup sex, they have sex, we are back together, but nothing is really fixed on what were the root causes of that breakup. And most of the time, if not 95% of the time, if it's just with the makeup sex that they get back together, if there's a deep problem within the couple in terms of the value, the vision, the way you see life, family, whatever, if it's not fixed, if you haven't really reflected on this yourself, if you haven't really worked on yourself to fix those things, then it's going to break again. So use that time as well to reflect on yourself. And so what I was saying is the time frame. So 21 days is a good time frame. Could be more, could be less. Now, what to do after? When do you know it's the right time? So the first thing is you can just send a signal to your ex, a text, just testing out how she or he responds. There's plenty of SMS that I share in my videos. I'll put a link for you to look at. The other thing is also, and it's very common, is that your ex will basically message you. I think like 50% of the time, a little bit more, 60% of the time, your ex will actually text you, because you will miss her, she will miss you, and it will become natural for her or him to get back contacting you. Because you're important in their life, you have to acknowledge that you're important in their life. So that's the radio silence basic. It's something you have to do. It's not an option, you have to do it. And I know it's very hard. If you're struggling, if you want any tips, feel free to get in touch with me. There's a link in the description with where you can book a 30-minute call with me. It's totally free. I'll be more than happy to help you and bounce ideas on what you could be doing in terms of this radio silence. And trust me, this works like magic. I'll see you next time. Bye.